Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of Les Morte d'Arthur. Tonight, we return once again to the battlefield in front of the castle of Lonazep, there to meet with Sir Tristram, Sir Palomides, Sir Lancelot and King Arthur, our favourites, as they fight it out to see which one of them is the best knight going. Hello, good evening. Hello, Karen. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Dawn and Black Rabbit. How are you all this evening? Hello, Taz, come in. Hello, Sari, welcome, Sari, welcome. How are we all? Are we in a good mood? I hope we're in a good mood. I'm in a great mood. I have a great story tonight. Hello, Sari Bear. Hello, come in. I'm feeling very, very excited for tonight's episode. We're in the thick of battle. Being in the thick of battle is my favourite place to start one of these stories. It's exciting, it's dramatic, there's smiting going on. Hello, Luke, hello, come in. And you can't ask for better than that, can you? You just can't. The smiting is where it's at, and we have got some cracking smiting to be getting on with as we roller coaster towards the end of this season. I think I calculated that we should get to the end of season 10 this week, which is the longest of the seasons so far, and will be the longest. Smiting, hey nonny and supper, not necessarily in that order, but smiting, hey nonny and supper is what we come here for. That's basically the summary of the tale of Tristram and Isolde. It's all there is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's wonderful to see you all this evening. Welcome. Sit yourselves down. And without much further ado, let's get in to tonight's show. I'm going to go quickly into tonight's show this evening, you see, ladies and gents, for I have an ambition that we might actually be able to do the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner for Poetry Live afterwards. Anyway, so here we go. We are at the castle of Lonazep in Britain. The castle of Lonazep, before which King Arthur has called the greatest tournament that has ever been seen anywhere, ever in the Kingdom of England. There we have had some great knights arise. There Tristram himself has come down to see if he can prove himself to be the greatest of knights. And there Sir Palomides, most jealous of Tristram, has come as well. Palomides determined to fight with Tristram and to prove himself to be a better knight than Tristram. Palomides determined to defeat Tristram in order to win the love of Tristram's lover, Lady Isolde. But Palomides hasn't managed to defeat him so far. In fact, although Palomides appear to have an early start upon the field of battle, Tristram over these past few days has been quick to prove himself to be a greater knight than Sir Palomides ever was. In fact, so great a knight has Tristram proved himself to be that in the middle of battle, in the middle of smiting right, left, centre, he accidentally knocked King Arthur clean from his horse in the last episode. Since then, King Arthur has been rehorsed, helped by the nobles Sir Lancelot and Sir Ector de Marie, who is Lancelot's brother, and has returned to the field of battle. And now, ladies and gents, as the great forces amassed upon that tournament field begin the grand melee of smiting each other to see who has the greatest army, who has the greatest of knights, we will rejoin those great men who fight upon the field of battle. Hello, Tuna, come in, welcome to tonight's show. Then Sir Tristram called unto Sir Palomides, Sir Gareth, and Sir Dinadan, and he said thus to them: My fair fellows, know you well that I will turn against King Arthur's party. For I have never seen so few men do so well. And it would be shame unto us knights of the Round Table to see our King Arthur and that noble Lord Sir Lancelot dishonoured. Thank you, Juno. It will be well done, said Sir Gareth and Sir Dinadan. Do your best, said Palomides, for I will not change the party that I came in, I swear. That is for your sake, said Sir Tristram, and God speed you in your journey to face us. And so departed Sir Palomides from them, and then Sir Tristram, Gareth, and Dinadan joined forces with Sir Lancelot upon the field, and then Sir Lancelot smote down the King of Ireland quite from his horse. And so then Sir Lancelot smote the King of Scots and the King of Wales too. And then Sir Arthur ran to Sir Palomides and smote him clean from his horse. And then Sir Tristram bore down all who he met. And Sir Gareth and Sir Dinadan did there as noble knights. And then all the parties who faced them began to flee. Alas, said Palomides, that ever I should see this day, for now have I lost all the worship that I won upon the first day. Hello, Christian! And then Sir Palomides went his way, wailing and weeping, and withdrew until he came to a well, and there he put his horse from him, and removed his armour, and he wailed and wept, as if he had been a woodsman. After that, crybaby indeed, crybaby and horse smiter, and hello, Danny. Then many knights gave the prize to Sir Tristram, and there were many who gave the prize to Sir Lancelot as well. Fair lords, said Sir Tristram, I thank you of the honour that you would give me, but I pray you heartily that you should give your voice to Sir Lancelot, for by my faith, said Sir Tristram, I declare Sir Lancelot to be today's victor. But Sir Lancelot would not have it, and so the prize was shared between them both. And then every man rode to his lodging, and Sir Bleoberis and Sir Ector rode with Sir Tristram, and the fair Isolde came unto the pavilions. And then, as Sir Palomides was at the well, wailing and weeping, there came by him, flying, the kings of Wales and Scotland, and they saw Sir Palomides in that rage. Alas, said they, that so noble a man as yourself should be in this state. And then those kings saw Sir Palomides' horse again, and made him arm himself and mount upon that horse. And so he rode with them, still making great sorrow. And so, when Sir Palomides came nigh to the pavilions, there was Sir Tristram, and the fair Isolde as well. And Sir Palomides prayed that the two kings would abide there for a while he spoke with Sir Tristram. And when he came to the port of the pavilions, Sir Palomides said on high, Where are you, Sir Tristram de Lyon? Sir, said Dinadan, that is Palomides who has come. What, Sir Palomides? Will you not come in and stay here amongst us? Fie on you, traitors, said Palomides. For know you well, if it was daylight as is night, I would slay you with my own hands. And if ever I might get at you, said Palomides, you shall die for the deeds you have done this day. Sir Palomides, said Sir Tristram, you call me wrong. For I have done nothing today other than win worship upon the battlefield through chivalrous means. But since you have given me such a large warning, I will be aware of you. Fie on you, traitor, said Palomides. And therewith he departed. Then, on the morning, Sir Tristram Blobris and Sir Ector de Maris, Sir Gareth, Sir Dinadan as well, what by water and what by land, they brought the fair Isolde to the castle of Joyous Gard. And there they reposed themselves for 7 nights. Hello, Grace, hello! And made themselves all manner of mirths and disports that they could devise. And King Arthur and his knights drew unto Camelot. And Sir Palomides rode with the kings of Scotland and Wales, and ever he made the greatest sorrow that ever any man could think. For he was not at all so dolorous from the departing from the fair Isolde, but he was apart as sorrowful to depart from the fellowship of Sir Tristram. For Sir Tristram was so kind and so gentle that when Sir Palomides remembered him, he might never be merry. Halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents. Wonderful to see so many people coming through. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Hello Rose, hello Grace, hello Minxie, hello Jay. Welcome, come in. Sit yourself down. Hello Jorge. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying the show, but I must take a brief moment here to pause the show, because she's come in slightly late this evening, but Danny is here, and a little birdie tells me that it is, in fact, Danny's birthday today. And so, never let it be said that a birthday goes unmarked on this show, because it is Danny's birthday, and a very, very happy birthday to Danny. I hope, Danny, that you're having a wonderful, wonderful time, and a wonderful birthday, and you're enjoying the Archers as well. Because it is your birthday, I think it's only fair that we sing the birthday song for you. So, on the count of 3, ladies and gents, can we all come together and sing Happy Birthday for Danny? Just sing it. Sing it. If we sing it all over the world, then at some point Danny might be able to hear the words. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to Danny. Happy birthday to Danny. Happy birthday to Danny. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Well, I'm glad I've made you blush. That's made me proud. Happy birthday, Danny. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful one. And without further ado then, ladies and gents, let's get back for some birthday smiting. So, at the end of those 7 nights, Sir Blobris and Sir Ector departed from Sir Tristram and from the Queen. And these 2 good knights had great gifts. And Sir Gareth and Sir Dinadan abode with Sir Tristram. And when Sir Blobris and Sir Ector were come there, as the Queen Guinevere was lodged in a castle by the seaside, and through the grace of God, the Queen was recovered of her malady, and she asked 2 knights from whence they had come. Those knights said they had come from Sir Tristram and the fair Isolde. How is Sir Tristram, said the Queen, and the fair Isolde as well? Truly, said the 2 knights, he is as noble a knight as ever we have met. And as for the Queen Isolde, she is peerless above all ladies. For to speak of her beauty, bounty, and mirth, and of her goodness, We never have seen him matched, for as far as we have ridden and gone. Oh, mercy! Jesus, said Queen Guinevere. So it is said by all the people who have seen her and spoken with her. God would that I had part of her conditions, and it's misfortuned me of my sickness that I was not here while the tournament endured. As I suppose I shall never see in all my life such an assembly of knights and ladies as you have done. Then the knights told her how Palomides had won the prize on the first day of the tournament with great nobleness, and on the second Sir Tristram had won the prize, and on the third day Sir Lancelot had won. Well, said Queen Guinevere, who did the best all 3 days? So God help me to these knights. Sir Lancelot and Sir Tristram have the honour for the entire tournament shared between them. And know you well that Sir Palomides did passingly well and mightily as well. But he turned against the party that he came in with, and that caused him to lose a great part of the worship he had won from the crowds. For it seemed that Sir Palomides is passing envious. And then he shall never win worship, said the Queen. For it happens that an envious man shall be dishonoured twice before he ever wins honour. And for this cause all men of worship hate an envious man, and will show him no favour. And he that is courteous and kind shall win favour in every place. And there, ladies and gents, there we shall end tonight's tale, with Sir Palomides smiting, furious, weeping, calling those men who were better than he traitors. Tomorrow we'll catch up with Palomides. Tomorrow we'll find out just what happens to him. Tomorrow we'll hear more of the accusations that he has made. Tomorrow we shall find out what happens when Sir Palomides is assailed by attackers. Ladies and gents, tomorrow night they shall be smiting once more. Tomorrow night we'll see just what happens to Sir Palomides, just what happens to those who would call other men traitors. But, ladies and gents, smiting, treasons and cake, Danny. That's what you want. Smiting, treason and cake for an excellent birthday. And thank you so much everyone thank you everyone for wishing Danny a happy birthday. That was really nice of you. That meant a lot to me. Thank you for wishing her a happy birthday. I like the fact that we've got a nice group on this show. But thank you guys for coming out and watching tonight. Thank you Karen, thank you Rachel, thank you Dawn and Black Rabbit, thank you Siri Bear, thank you Taz, thank you Queen, thank you Christian, thank you Danny, and thank you Rose and Grace. It's been wonderful, wonderful to have you here. And I'm glad that you're all enjoying the show and loving the show. That makes me happy. That's why we come out and do the show in the first place. But I'm going to end slightly early tonight so that we can start Poetry Live early tonight. Thank you, Danny. That means a lot. Thank you, Grace. Tonight on Poetry Live, I've been meaning to do this for a while. We did it once a long time ago, back in the early days, but I think it's time to come back to it. Tonight on Poetry Live, I intend to read the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner in all of its glory, in all of its entirety. So, ladies and gents, I will love you, leave you, run downstairs, grab Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, grab a drink, because if I'm going to read it all, I will certainly need a drink. And then I will see you to tell tales of dead sailors, of macabre happenings upon the ocean waves, and fallen albatrosses. And yes, thank you, Dawn. And go to SimonTellsTales.com to see more shows if you've missed any. There are lots and lots of shows on there. Right, I will see you guys in a few minutes. Going to run, grab poetry, grab drink, be back. See you very, very shortly, guys. Bye-bye.